On the list, uncover the hidden side of Blue Man Group.
You've never seen an instrument like this before, never heard an instrument like this before.
Plus, get around town with an e-skateboard.
It's the fastest in the market.
But first, avoid the pain of buying a new car with an auto broker.
Our goal is to have you in and out in under an hour.
It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Jimmy Rhodes.
And I'm Christina Guerrero. All right, between inflation, rising interest rates, and the shortage of vehicles, buying a car isn't easy.
And it's no secret that going to a dealership can be both stressful and confusing, not to mention the added hours of negotiation and paperwork.
Yes, but wait, there are alternative ways to buy. Teresa Strasser introduces us to the world of auto brokers. And that's our featured story at the top of the list.
Buying a car can be an agonizing stress fest, so wouldn't it be great if there was someone to take care of all the gnarly details?
You don't have to worry about the hassle, heartache when it comes to purchasing a vehicle.
John Parsky, general manager at Auto House in Tempe, Arizona, shares 3 reasons why you should save yourself the headache and use an auto broker. For starters, auto brokers eliminate the dealership experience.
Does an auto broker essentially absorb the part of the experience that's very stressful?
So all their data actually tells them that you're going to buy a car within 12 to 14 days. So the goal at a big box retail store is to keep you there as long as you can, so you just kind of break down and say yes.
I go in there, and when I leave, I feel like I'm leaving a casino. Like my eyes are adjusting, and I feel drained, and I don't know what just happened.
Our goal is to have you in and out in under an hour. So everything as an auto broker is done ahead of time.
You've already talked about your wants and needs and what you're looking for with the broker, whether it's a new car or used.
Whether you want to do it off-site, whether you want to do it at your office, bring the car to you, do it over the phone, getting everything pre-approved, whether it's financing, if you're paying cash, how you're titling the vehicle.
Plus, you'll have already seen the car and test-driven it.
So literally you walk in, sign, and you're in and out in 45 minutes. You actually should enjoy purchasing a vehicle and not dread the process.
Next, auto brokers are more personal.
We try to look at it as not a transactional experience, but an experience that you use them for life. That we, in essence, sort, find, and try to find something that fits someone's needs and actually builds more of a family-type relationship.
I assume it's helpful for you to know more about the car buyer than just what exact car they want. What helps you to know?
The true auto broker is going to look at your needs and wants. What fits your family best? What are you going to use the vehicle for on a daily basis? How long do you plan on keeping the vehicle? Because we want to find the best vehicle for you and not just make sure that we make enough money on you in one time.
The cost of going through an auto broker is specific to the vehicle, so you may pay a flat fee or a percentage. Bonus, it really pays off if you trade in a vehicle.
We're going to give you a lot more for your vehicle because we don't have 200 employees and we're not a big box retail store. So net, you're typically ahead.
Finally, auto brokers have pocket listings.
How would you define a pocket listing?
It's a vehicle that isn't listed online, isn't for sale, and it's a vehicle that we know we could probably get in the right scenario.
So if I want a car that's hard to find or hard to find at a certain price, an auto broker might have access to that via a pocket listing that a regular citizen just isn't going to have.
Correct. These aren't going to be listed online. So whether the client hasn't decided to put it up for sale yet, or it's listed for sale on all your traditional sites, we can either call that client or reach out through our connections to get that vehicle for you.
Auto brokers breaking down the deals is at the top of the list.
Feeling blue doesn't have to be something to feel sad about. Take it from the Blue Man Group, who've been spreading grins around the globe for years. Still, when you don't speak, there's an air of secrecy about you. So Jackie Denker's going in the paint for some fun facts about the Blue Men.
By now, you may have heard of or had the opportunity to experience the Blue Man Group, a performance art company who has been bringing art, music, and entertainment to people all over the world for over 3 decades. And while you may know they are blue, they don't talk, and are awesome at the drums,
There's a lot of things you might not know about the Blue Man Group.
take it from Wes Day, who's been a member for over 25 years, and he's giving us the inside scoop.
This is so exciting.
They want to make sure I look good for the interview. We try to put our best foot forward at Blue Man Group. Looks good.
Starting with, there are 75 Blue Men.
We have about 6 guys in Thank you. We have about 6 guys in each cast, and we have a cast in Las Vegas. Yep. We have a cast in New York, Boston. We have a cast in Berlin. We have a show right now that's touring the globe. They are in Japan, and we have a national tour, and I believe they're in Jacksonville, Florida right about now.
I think there's some behind you too.
Yeah? Got a little itch.
Next, Blue Man Group has been seen by over 50 million people worldwide.
We started probably in around 1991 at the Astor Place Theater, and just as we've grown as a company, we've performed in bigger and bigger theaters.
And they show no signs of stopping.
We keep cracking away at our craft. We like to update the show as time goes on.
I love that.
Moving along with, the blue color was inspired by the French artist Yves Klein.
He really was the first artist to paint an entire canvas one color. He painted it all blue, and we were inspired by that especially. We thought, what if that just came alive? And a lot of the show, we're constantly searching for the light. You know, color really can't exist without light. So you'll kind of see the Blue Men always searching for the light.
Finally, Blue Man Group invented instruments made of PVC pipes.
You've never seen an instrument like this before, never heard an instrument like this before, and it sounds really, really, really cool.
They cut the pipes to different lengths, which create different tones. There's an alto, a tenor, and a bass.
They're color coordinated, so the player knows, like, hey, this song starts on pinks, it ends on yellow.
Now we know a little more about the fun and curious Blue Man Group.
Thank you guys so much.
With gas prices still skyrocketing, many folks are considering electric modes of transportation, including rideables like e-skateboards. We are checking out 3 boards that are on the pricey side, but with their gas savings, might pay for themselves sooner than you think.
With high gas prices, eco-friendly transportation like electric bikes are flying off the racks.
With an average bike here, you can go about 70 miles on one charge.
But while e-bikes go the distance, they can set you back thousands of dollars. So let's check out these e-skateboards that give you a similar experience at half the price, starting with Backfire G2 Black.
First of all, it's equipped with the latest Hobbywing LCD remote control.
Pull the trigger on its wireless remote controller and you'll be cruising at 24 miles per hour. It takes 3.5 hours to charge, and its full battery has a roughly 12-mile range.
I've tested a lot of boards, and Backfire always consistent with what they say the boards can do.
This one costs $430 at backfireboards.com. Up next, the Team G H5.
An ultra-thin, lightweight, and comfortable e-skateboard.
This one has an 11-mile range.
An integrated battery that charges to full in just 2 hours.
And goes 22 miles per hour with a pull of its trigger.
Steady brakes to slow down safely.
Its controller also has modes that limit the board's speed for beginner riders and
makes climbing 20-degree hills a breeze.
This one will set you back $430 at teamgboards.com. And the final electric skateboard we're checking out is the Skatebolt Breeze 2.
It's the fastest in the market and has the longest lasting battery, which will last 15 to 18 miles.
It has a top speed of 30 miles per hour.
It has 4 speed modes: low, medium, high, and high plus.
A wide wheelbase makes for a stable ride, and it has 4 different brake settings.
B1 brakes the softest, while B4 brakes the hardest.
It costs $700 at skatebolt.com. And those were 3 skateboards that'll save you gas and look like a blast. Here's what's next on the list. Put a jolt into your Father's Day gifts.
Dads can be a little bit difficult to shop for.
And how Everclear is still topping the charts after all these years.
I funneled all of that anger, frustration into that record.
Plus, how one Army vet used her military experience to build a business.
When you are in a military unit, you're a team, you support each other.
That's all next on the list.
Hey YouTube, okay, I know you're right in the middle of watching, but I just wanted to remind you to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss 1 minute of the list. Okay, now back to the show.
Welcome back. They gave us life, and in return, we're going to give them energy. From personalized coffee beans to crazy coffee socks, we're brewing up some eye-opening Father's Day gifts.
As a dad, I can tell you that coffee is an absolute must, and it can also make a great gift.
Dads can be a little bit difficult to shop for, so if you know that he likes coffee, then get him something that he's going to enjoy.
Ruben Trujillo, founder of Cafe Emporos Coffee, shows us some gifts that are sure to perk up your pops. Starting with the Trip Down Memory Lane gift set. Cafe Emporos specializes in hand drip or pour over coffee.
So you just tear open the top, and you extend the little hangers.
Oh my gosh.
So you sit over your mug, and Dad can enjoy a fresh cup of coffee.
Along with the tasty coffee, Ruben's company is serving up memories with personalized photo cards included with each coffee pouch. You upload them while ordering from his site.
The Trip Down Memory Lane comes with 11 photo cards with coffee inside and then 1 message card.
You can choose snaps from happy memories and some of Dad's favorite things.
Let's see what somebody has for me. Oh yes, Star Wars. This is from the cantina scene. This guy keeps playing the same song over and over and over. You know why?
Why?
Because he's fully caffeinated. Hey, it's us from a shoot. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
Do you see right there where this wasn't just a picture, it actually brought back a really good memory?
It brought back a memory.
Yeah, story.
Exactly.
It's about $35 at cafeemporos.com. Next, Dad'll be stepping lively with this gift, coffee socks.
I've had canned coffee, but I've never had canned coffee socks. Let's see what's in here.
They're one size fits all and feature a fun coffee-themed print.
You don't just drink coffee, you wear it as a fashion statement.
With a very dad-like saying on the bottom. Find these online for about $13. Our third gift is a modern-style French press, a gadget that uses heat and pressure to make a cup of joe.
You're going to add your coffee and let it steep for about 4 minutes, and then you're going to press down the plunger, and then you can enjoy some hot coffee.
Ruben says this is great for cold brew, too.
You're going to do a 1-to-1 ratio, add your coffee, add your water, let it sit in the refrigerator for 12 to 24 hours, and then you have your really strong cold brew.
We grabbed it online for less than $30. Give a dad a boost of energy.
Fully caffeinated. Who drinks decaf and why?
I have no idea.
With coffee-themed gifts.
Summer officially begins in 1 week, and if you're like the roughly 77 million Americans who go camping each year, we think you're going to love and maybe learn something from some YouTubers who rough it in the wilderness year-round. Teresa Strasser is here to share 3 of the most popular camping YouTube channels. Teresa.
Thank you. With over 230 million video views combined, these YouTubers are helping people prep for their next camping trek. Coming in at number 1, Primal Outdoors.
I'm into backpacking, hiking.
Jason Dara lives that van life, camping and off-roading his way through national forests and public lands.
What an amazing resource it is that we have these lands to our disposal.
He documents his excursions, sharing tips and tricks while sharing an important message: be a good steward to our public wildlands.
As recreators, I know many of us will bring extra trash bags, things like that, to clean up, but this is well beyond the scope of what an average person coming out to recreate can clean up.
Yeah, basic campsite rule as old as time: leave it better than you found it. At number 2, Lone Crow Adventures.
Well, hi guys, Samantha here from Lone Crow Adventures, the channel where we talk about all things camping, hiking, and backpacking.
Samantha Crow tries out the latest and greatest in affordable camping equipment, reviewing top-rated Amazon products like a $25 electric mosquito repellent.
Now, once you start to see the smoke coming out of this bad boy, you're good to go. You're protected in a 15 by 15 foot area.
And an $80 pop-up camping toilet and shower.
The Wolfwise Privacy Shelter also has this braided clothesline, which is really handy for keeping your towel.
Plus a $130 two-person tent.
This tent is humongous.
Perfect for one of my rugged outdoor adventures, front yard camping. And third on our list of camping YouTube channels, Joe Robinette.
Here I am on day 6 of a big solo canoe trip in Northern Ontario.
He takes camping to another level, challenging himself to survive in the woods, fishing, and basically just roughing it with his dog at his side.
All right, buddy. My good boy.
And after his trips, he creates video guides to help folks thrive in the wilderness.
All the gear I have in here and what I'm wearing, I go through in detail.
And if you want to learn more about Joe's dog, he's got his own book, Scout Goes Camping. And those were YouTubers teaching people how to upgrade their camping game. Lots more to come on the list. Stay with us.
It's your life, it's your list. We're celebrating Pride Month. Go to thelisttv.com to learn more.
Welcome back, friends. The 90s pumped up the popularity of alternative rock and saw grunge become the most popular form of rock music. Now, one of those 90s bands did not fade away, and they are still rocking out strong. We are jamming with Everclear on the Hot List.
Everclear just kicked off its North American 30th anniversary tour.
I am still living with your ghost. I'm just grateful to be 60 playing rock and roll guitar to people who want to hear my songs.
I don't wanna be your downtown.
Talking about Everclear's remarkable 3-decade run is its founder and lead singer, Art Alexakis. Starting off with their debut album, World of Noise.
Put yourself in stupid places.
I funneled all of that anger, frustration, humiliation, hope, desire into that record.
I think you make yourself a victim almost every single day.
Recorded in a friend's basement for just $400, this album was a precursor to what would become their indie punk grunge rock melodic sound.
I think to date it sold something like 150,000 records. For a record that cost $400, it's pretty amazing.
Up next, getting a record deal, which led to lots of success.
Father of mine, take me back to the day.
I wanted us to be developed like Aerosmith was, and Capitol was going to let me do the music the way I wanted to do it, produce it myself. So it worked out.
I love it when you held me high. I love to hear you talk.
That partnership not only resulted in hits like Father of Mine, Santa Monica, and I Will Buy You a New Life, but also them winning the 1998 Billboard Modern Rock Band Award.
I hate those people who love to tell you money is the root of all the kills.
I had a platinum record. My first major label record was platinum records.
And finally celebrating the band's 30th anniversary.
Strange words I heard a long, long time ago.
Just living my life and playing my music.
I wish I could go back to a summertime I knew more than 20 years ago.
I think that's a blessing I've been given. And I hope to be doing this for at least another 10 years, if not longer.
You can follow them at everclearmusic.com. Celebrating 30 years of Everclear on the Hot List. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. It's graduation time, and if you know a high schooler who's not sure about their next step, well, check this out. We talked to a vet about how the skills she learned in the Army ultimately led to her success in life and as an entrepreneur. There are currently more than 19 million U.S. veterans, people who have served and sacrificed for the rest of us, like Beth Thinbow.
I started my time in the Army right after high school, pretty much. I did 2 jobs. I was in for 10 years. So the first half I did military intelligence, electronic warfare, and then I completely switched halfway through and became a military broadcaster and one of the first embedded journalists in a war zone.
Now she's a mom of 2 and the CEO of a 7-figure company, and she says her success is due to her time in service.
If I hadn't been in the military, I would not have grown this business as quickly as I have.
The Army taught her skills like how to adapt and overcome.
That was what I had to do for 10 years in the military. When you're starting a business, you constantly run into things that don't work as planned or don't go as you hope. And a lot of people can easily just be like, well, shoot, now what? For me, it was a different mindset completely. It was, okay, that didn't work. How am I going to fix this?
You train and train in the military, but once you're deployed, Beth says no matter what happens, you adapt and carry on to complete your mission.
Another thing that I learned in the military that I really carry through in my life today is being a teammate to everyone. When you are in a military unit, you're a team, you support each other. When you get done with your task, you help the next person next to you and help them with their task.
And even though she started her business by herself, she had to work with and learn from other brands and companies.
And having that constant support not only gives me satisfaction of supporting other people, but then I'm also getting their support when needed.
But it was the skill of determination that got her to where she is now.
Quitting is not an option. Stopping is not an option. And that's just so ingrained in me. And it's 100% from that time in the military.
She believed in what she was building and didn't let anything stop her, even when her business was just taking off at the start of the pandemic.
I was all set to go retail, get into the stores, and then the pandemic shut down all the stores. But I pivoted and I went into more e-commerce, Facebook, Instagram marketing, and things just blew up like crazy. So now we've got 6 products. We're developing a toddler mat now to help little kids 3 to 5 learn how to write. And then who knows what I'll come up with next.
Those are lessons learned from time in the armed forces.
Well, I don't know that I would be cut out for the Army, but those are definitely some skills I could use.
We could all use them. Congrats to Beth on her success and thanks for her service.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for watching YouTube. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a list. Here are some other episodes we picked out just for you. We narrowed it down. You picked the actual episode you want to see.